Hello and welcome. My name is the Doctor, and I'm making this video to show some of the things that my wife and I have built in our world of Minecraft. This is our village. We've set up a daylight sensor and redstone lamps here, so that night, whenever night falls, the redstone lamps come on to work as street lights. And it takes a minute, but it all runs all the way around. I have two inputs there. I don't know why. I'm just weird like that, so I set them up both like that. I could actually just take out that line right there, take out that half of the inverter, and it would just travel along this way, and it would look a little different. However, I'm not going to do that, mostly because my wife would yell at me. Anyway, here's our house. We just took over. I think it was a bar originally because it had the patio and stuff out here and the benches and tables in there. However, we glassed in the patio here. We haven't really done much to the house itself. You'll understand why later. We've been working. I think I created this world on Friday, and this is Monday. So this is what we've done in 3 days' time. All these pictures in here. And then this is the tunnel over the street that she's put pictures in. I suppose I should go a little slower. And then this was a church that she's changed out everything, put emeralds in its place, threw some torches around, a little hideout for us here, and then the tower. And you get back over to our roof. And however, the thing that she's made the most, or I guess that she's probably the most proud of, is this right here. My wife likes the trains, so she's made herself a little train track to get around to a few other things that we were building. I'm running several mods. I can't remember exactly how many off the top of my head. Let's see, 25 mods. One of those mods is Modular Force Field System, which has an interdiction matrix, which kills off hostile mobs, and it'll kill off just about anything that you want. They've got the different modules for it. We have a handful of other mods. None of them really pertinent to what we're doing right at the moment, but you can't really see it because it's night, but you can see where it's occluding the stars. Here we are. Now, a sign that says choose your destiny. We have analog over here and we have digital over here. We built this side here, analog. We built this in about 8 hours. And you walk in, there's a pressure plate back there, and it starts a countdown. I wanted to figure out how to, create some sort of digital display or something like that using redstone. And I found something on how to make an analog display using the 7-segment numbers and pistons and stuff like that. So I built one, and we built this baffle right here to keep out all the extra light. I think we made it too far back, but it works. And then this is our wiring for it. You can see we have all 7 segments there with different colored lines. And then we pull out each of the lines, stair-step them the way that bleachers are stair-stepped, and then pull lines off of them for each number. Some of them are as small as 7, only needing 3 lines, or as small as 1. There's the number 1 right here. Literally only needs 2 lines, and it's those 2 right there, the yellow and the blue. Yeah, number 1 is right there. It just needs 2 lines, yellow and blue, whereas number 8 takes all 7 segments, and number 9 takes 6 of the 7 segments. And yeah, so we like that, but we had to use pistons, sticky pistons with glowstone in here. Behind this, see, there's glowstone back there. And I wanted to see if I could do it a different way rather than using glowstone. There's another contraption that I've built over there. We'll get there eventually. Rather than using glowstone to build it, I wanted to see if I could use the same things that I used over there, the redstone lamps. So after revising our circuitry and everything, we came up with this one. Now this is a count up, and by the definition of digital, this one is truly digital because it's either in an off or on state. There's no middle, it's either off or it's on, which is by definition digital. And it's just a count up, counts up to 9. I can set up a repeater if I wanted to and get it to continuously count up, but I never really understood the point. I have to go back through here. And then that's just that one again, and we have all of this cut off. So on the digital one, we did it a little bit differently. We cleaned up, rather than having that massive thing that we had there, we still have the massive thing, but we pulled the numbers closer together. We pull each of the wires closer together, rather than have, because some of those back there on the analog, I've got 2 spaces in between each wire. Whereas on this one, I've only got 1 space between each wire. It's 1 over 1 up, 1 over 1 up, all the way down. And this one, rather than making a U, we just made an L, and even, well, it's a right angle is what it is. It's not even L because it's the same length on both sides. But there's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So after this, and the timing worked out real well, and the time's out, and what we did is as we built each one, we would time it to where it would put a button on there, hit a button, and it would flash on, flash off all at the same time, and we'd adjust these repeaters right here to set the time back there, depending on which segment lit up faster than which other segment on which one was supposed to. So I was thinking about trying to find a way to set this up so that I could put a second digit here, so that each time this cycled to 9, it would send off another pulse that would cause another digit to cycle 1. And I had to rethink my design because that just takes up about 20 chunks right there. And one of the mods that I have, Railcraft, has world anchors in it, so I can sync world anchors through there and keep all the chunks loaded. However, that it's a massive endeavor. So after a few Google searches on the internet, I discovered this. It's a binary addressing matrix, array, I guess you could call it. I call it a matrix or an array. Basically, how it works is you've got your inputs down here. Each one of these pistons are set to fire. This set fires when this set fires, and then this set fires when the 2 that are active now fire at the same time, and then those 2 fire at the same time. What happens is this causes this green and glass matrix right here, this 8-digit matrix right here, to rotate. Rotates clockwise through this ring. And the way that it works is with the redstone repeaters all lined up right there, anytime a solid block gets put in this line, it activates one of these 7 outputs, or it activates any number of these 7 outputs right here, which lights up a corresponding display there. It was just a simple matter of putting in the on or off matrix, or on and off designation in the matrix. And then this 8th ring right here has a single solid block in it, right there, that green block right there. It's single solid block, so that whenever that single solid block gets put here, it extends this block, which activates this redstone line, which will eventually come over here and activate this pulse into another machine similar to this one, that'll also connect to 7 outputs onto a display setting next to this. But that's for the future. Right at the moment, let me check all my lines and everything. I've got it Okay, I've got it all ready to go. Right now it's all glass. There's 3 glass sets before the numbers start, so it takes a minute before the numbers start. I have my professional viewing platform set up. I can take the night vision off and we'll take the rain off and we'll set it at night. We press the button there and that sends out a single 1-second pulse, which starts the machine, and I've got a clock over there that just sets, that just ticks off and keeps the machine rotating. This right here does not stop. It'll keep rotating and keep counting and keep counting and keep counting until I break the clock on the other side. It's just a very simple count up. It takes maybe 9 chunks total centered on the machine. It might take 9 chunks per array, whereas that one takes like 25. Will be so much easier to send to another one for multiple displays, and the matrix keeps everything in one solid place. This is able to be frozen by sending another signal down. It freezes the number because it overloads the clock down here, so the clock doesn't pulse anymore. With the clock not able to pulse, the number is stuck where it is. We break this line right here. That causes all the power to get out of the matrix, and we're left with the number 2. Simple matter of choosing a 0, figuring out which way your matrix rotates, and then trying to put enough, because you can't really access this line on top of the pistons right here, so you try to keep that one blank, or I kept 3 blank and then put my number matrix on the remaining 9. Depending on how many digits your segment is going up, it determines how many numbers across you need. If you're going to extend to a secondary array, that you'll need the 8th one. And even if you're going to extend to 2 arrays where you need 2, another one of these to trigger or something else to trigger, you can even put a 9th or a 10th on there. The timing is one of the hardest things to get. It took, not only is the timing relative to this, but the timing is also relative to each of these and each of the ones under there, not to mention these on top. Most of the construction of this, which took almost all of Sunday, this took almost all of Sunday to build. Most of the construction of this was getting the timing on the blocks right. This actually took very little time to set up. With having done, one analog one over there and a digital one there, this one actually took less time to set up than most of them. I could have done it better. I might need to go back and redo it a little bit better so that it's more compact, so that I have enough room to put a second display here and be able to attach stuff to that display without without it being, so far out that it's, it looks, I guess, funny would be the word. Alright, well, thank you for watching the video, and if you liked it, give me a thumbs up, leave comments in the comment section below, and hit subscribe. Thank you very much.